Do you want to tell me where we're going today, Laura?
A tour.
How many people went?
3?
You're very excited, I can tell. And good morning. We're here in Miami and we're having breakfast, lunch, brunch, something here at Latin American Cafeteria. And I'm super excited because we're actually going to have an opportunity to do a little bit of touring. We're going to go do a tour of Little Havana.
I don't think we have time to order anything, do you?
We'll find out. If it's going to be quick, you don't have to, it's not going to take that long.
Today we're going to go on a tour of Little Havana, which is basically when the Cubans came here from Cuba when they first came. Most of them settled there. It has a rich culture. We're going to visit a cigar factory. Avalon. Ooh, what an awesome name. Now, do you mind if you take? Mame is kind of like pumpkin, like a pumpkin pie in terms of its texture. No? Okay. How about you? You didn't want your own? Or like a reindeer with its horns, and imagine, and you see.
So we're doing this tour here of Little Havana, and it's interesting because I was born here, but I never really got to know this area like I guess the tour is giving you, which is fantastic. So the owner of the food stands also was in the military, like my father was. I'm very proud of my father. So it's very nice to be recognized, at least for him to be recognized and me just to benefit from the fruits of his notoriety.
And that ceiba tree is, oh my gosh, it's hot. It's not as hot as India. She's really good with the kids. Not all tour guides are good with kids, like she's particularly good.
It says pickle, you see, and it says La Esquina, okay?
Some of the white Cubans are like, oh my gosh. So this is one of the few places where you can actually take photos. So, Maria is one of the most famous cigar rollers in the world. She was trained by Fidel Castro's personal cigar roller.
Oh my gosh.
Smell that. And see, I love it. I'm not a cigar
smells
smoker.
so good in here.
Oh my gosh.
And they all have names on them of who the customers for.
And so Maria's cigars always have a little fan on them.
This is really fantastic.
Wow. And then over here, let's see the keys.
What about gang violence? Has that gone down here?
There was a real issue with gangs, especially like in the 1990s.
Were you in that gang, Will?
Huh? Was I in
that gang?
Botanica started as a place where you could find your spiritual plants and other things used in Santeria. That is Santa Barbara, okay?
Yeah, you don't want to mess with her.
Santa Barbara, but Santa Barbara this is a really, really unique sculpture because they're mixing the Catholic story of Santa Barbara with the story of Chango, who's an Orisha or divinity.
Hello.
Cuban, a quarter French Canadian, and a quarter we don't know.
So far this tour has been absolutely spectacular. So as much as I grew up here and I sort of hung out here in Little Havana because my grandmother lived here, I knew nothing about what she's talking about now. She goes into the architecture, she goes into certain history of key figures and politics.
Caricatures and journalists, Cuba.
transfer year, and we just spent almost a year in Ecuador.
That is cool. That is
So
Jessica's so proud of where we are and where we're from. You're very proud of who we are and what we're doing.
Usually like somebody else with a car. I love it. I'm happy to connect you. Like for example, if they wanted to take an art class.
oh my god, that would be awesome. Artist, it's been really
And the tour is over. The cool thing that made it really amazing is that you can tell she just truly loves what she does, and it just
does.
exudes in what she delivers.
And she's an active member in the community here.
What would you want to do if you lived here?
I don't know.
All right, well that's a good start. So this right here is Domino Park. It's a place here in Little Havana where all the old Cuban men hang out and go play dominoes, and it is a fantastic experience. Oh, you want to play? Growing up here in Miami, we would always hang out with our friends, and we'd actually play dominoes as kids with all of our friends, and we'd always talk about coming here and playing, but you know, leaving the comforts of a home air conditioning unit just never sort of equated to wanting to come here.
Estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando.
It's empty.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, but it looks empty now. Can't take a picture of that like that.
We're hanging out with friends here in Miami, and it's just become a ridiculous event.
It comes in that thing every day. Together. The West Side.
It's recording. I'm the only one. How long?
So I'm at my friend's place, and we're just hanging out and having the best time with all the friends that I grew up with here in Miami. And these are the type of friends where video camera is not necessarily allowed because the kind of antics just do not permit video cameras. What is that? What is that, Poe?
It's me. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not coming out on YouTube. My favorite Ecuadorian. My little princess.
I found that.
Or I was gonna wear a shirt tonight that said, I don't need Google. My wife knows everything I see.
So Juan became a grandfather. So we started calling him Bad Grandpa. And BG is short for Bad Grandpa. This guy created a Twitter account for Lil BG. So BG's already in social media. No worries.
Good to see you, brother.
See you too, bro. Love you.
You ready to get our kids to bed?
No.
Exhausted.
No, let's stay here all night. I don't want to go home. So we had a great time tonight, and now it's really dark in here. Marco. Okay, I'll carry you, okay?